Hi and welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Today I'm going to be talking about books that I have read in October, even though there wasn't a lot of them, and also what I'm planning to read in November. Let's start. So, first and foremost, I have read Lightlark by Alex Esther. Didn't really enjoy that book. I have posted a full spoiler review and I wish I DNF'd it. Just that's all I'm going to say. It was really badly written. The world building was unimaginative and the main character was just so annoying, which is something that you see a lot in YA fantasy these days. And I don't understand why, but I've seen that trend a lot. And didn't like it. Gave it 1 star. Just not worth it. On the other hand, I have listened to Cultish by Amanda Montell that I have absolutely loved. This is a non-fiction book about the language of fanaticism and cults, and it was so interesting to just listen about and learn about all different kinds of language tools and how easy it is to manipulate masses, and I highly recommend this book. I gave it 4.5 stars and I believe the book was very well done. Okay, so that's it. That's all I have read or listened to in October, and that was because I was studying for an exam. I've also started The Atlas 6 by Olivia Blake, and I don't really enjoyed it. I'm seriously considering DNFing it. I'm around like 50% of the book, and I feel like it was just so underdeveloped. We have 6 different POVs and everyone competes in this magical competition kind of in an Alexandrian society. So there's the Alexandrian Library and it's supposed to be dark academia. What can I say? I was so disappointed by the book. It's supposed to be fantasy, and yet the entire book only consists of characters just bickering and being selfish and egoistical, and just they only care about themselves. They are in the Alexandrian Library and all they do is just think about who are they going to sleep with. Like, are you joking? It was so boring, and I can kind of tell that the author had a great idea for a book, but then she didn't really develop the plot because there is none really. Like, you can see that there's a starting point and there's an ending point, and everything between that is just so boring and repetitive. And yeah, I don't really like that book, and I don't know if I will continue listening to it because honestly it makes me not want to listen to audiobooks at all. So that's how bad it was. Okay, I'm also still reading Fire and Blood by George R.R. Martin. I'm still around like 20% right now, and that's because I just didn't have as much time to read it, but hopefully I will finish it in November. I have also started Mistborn. This is the 3rd book in the second era with Wax and Wayne, and I like it so far. I'm reading it because the final book in Era 2 is coming out November 15th, I think, and I want to start reading it once it comes out. So I do like it. I've read the book this year, I think, was it like spring? I don't really remember much from it. I know that I loved it, but I'm just not that big of a fan of the Wax and Wayne era. I don't know. Even though they're still amazing books, they're just not really like my favorite, but I'm still going to read them. So I will read also the final book in Era 2 this month, hopefully. And if I will still have some time left, I'm going to start Oathbringer by Brandon Sanderson, which this one is my favorite series. You probably know if you have watched any of my Cosmere related videos. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to read this book, and I know that I'm probably going to read the majority of it in December, and especially around the Christmas time, where hopefully I will have some free time. So yeah, those are my reading plans. a lot of Brandon Sanderson, a lot of adult high fantasy. And also I'm planning on listening to Babel by R.F. Kuang, which is supposed to be also dark academia. Maybe I should not really dive into like dark academia again. I don't know if that genre particularly resonates with me, if you know what I mean. But I'm just interested in it because I know that it's about translation, which is something that I work in. And I also want to listen to more nonfiction. I want to finish History of the World in 6 classes that I've started back in September, I think, by Tom Standage. And that book is really interesting. I just stopped listening to it because I was kind of overwhelmed with everything that was going on in my life. But I want to finish that audiobook too. Maybe I will start listening to it now because, yeah, the Atlas 6 just put me into such an audiobook listening slump that I don't really want to listen to anything. But nonfiction might help, I feel like. Okay, so that will be it for today's video. I hope you have enjoyed it. It was very quick and brief. I'm hoping that November wrap-up will be a bit longer and I will have more books to talk about. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye!